Hi friends, hi family. Every time we talk about businesses, people always learn to those businesses that are very common. Like maybe it increases the likelihood of businesses going further, but that's not the case. What increases the likelihood of a business to establish fast and also gain a lot of customers fast is the fact that that business is layer. But most of the times we find so much struggles with our businesses because we are always learning to those businesses that are always common. Everybody's doing that. And because everybody's doing that, we feel that maybe when we enter into that business, we can also do great. But I want to share with you the 5 most business ideas that are not common, those that are layer in Africa and in Zambia right here. Comment below. How many business ideas do you think, how many businesses do you think those I'm going to talk about are actually common, so that we see from there. Just before we go any further, remember to subscribe to my channel and to also view other videos that I've talked about so many other stuffs. Remember to like this video and share this video. Actually, this is building a retirement home. Okay, building a retirement home. Right. So this is so controversial because the way we live in Africa and the way we live as a community, it could sound so, not so good with some people. But let me explain it this way. Retirement house, this is only a house, or this is a building, or it's a kind of business where you as an individual, you actually open a house where you receive people who are actually odd, okay? People that are odd, people that cannot take care of themselves, and then you put them together, right? And you are taking care of them, like you employ people to actually take care of them, or you yourself doing that in the beginning. People actually understand and accept the truth, right? And what is the truth? Right now, as it stands, I remember those times like we could live in a family, like we could live uncles together, we could live aunties together, we could live, cousins together. We could also live with our grandparents together, right? Now, these times as it stands right now, you'd find that in a home, a couple, both of them are working. The husband is working, the wife is also working, and children are also going to school. The matter of fact is that these old people, they are not actually taken good care of, right? So if at all somebody comes up with a plan where you have to take care of those, old people, like you take care of them, like what happens exactly when you all go to work, when you all go to schools? Who remains with those children? Who remains with those parents? Who remains with those grandparents, right? Because you are paying this person will make sure that these people are taken good care of, reminded to drink medicine at the appropriate time, and also to, to do many other stuffs that you can do when you're actually out and you've gone for work. Let me give you some of the tips that you should look at when you actually receive people. One of the things that should come in your mind is that these people are coming from different backgrounds, and therefore you are not going to actually grow them to your own, to your own standards and laws. There are some people that are actually visiting, we call them witch doctors or traditional doctors. You're not going to restrict them from doing that if you actually don't. So if at all you have to come up with a retirement house, you have to be flexible enough to actually put those people together so that whatever they feel to practice, they can actually, practice, right? And also, we are so much accustomed to time, especially visiting time. In hospitals, there's just a particular time you have to visit. In order to make those people still connected with their parents, you should not restrict to the time that they should come and visit. You should actually allow them to visit at any time they want to visit them. Just let them come and visit those people. Number 2 is actually coming up with a plant nursery, right? A plant nursery. When the businesses I'm talking about right now, if actually you've seen them somewhere and you've seen there's a lot of competition, comment below so that I know that low. Place, right? So these businesses are not actually common, but if you embark on them, you actually you earn a chance to be stable and grow fast because they are actually layer. Okay. Battery so low. I've seen a few, like when it comes to plant nursery. Okay. So this were just a farmer or yourself. You can never be a farmer, or you just be a business person, right? So battery low. The information is actually there on the internet, how to take care of plants and all that stuff. We learn so many things from school and we just implement them, right? So you come up with a nursery and you start with the nursery. You can actually do two types of stuffs. You can do flowers, and you can also do just many types of plants, right? So with many types of plants, you can do oranges. You can also do lemons. You can graft them. You can do all those stuffs. You can do guavas. Okay, so when they're just still very small, you actually right now, where we are right now, if you go, I would challenge you right now. If you go at the market, come and tell me how many people are selling what I'm talking about. And right now, let me ask you this question. How many people do you know they actually do this kind of business? Maybe you know 1 or 0. That's a thing, right? Why? Because these are not so common. But even preferring real flowers, unlike these the artificial ones, right? And these flowers are actually very, very expensive. This will actually give you a stamina. Let people know this is what you do. If you have to take this on the internet, take them on social medias, make sure you do that so that people know you and this is what you are doing. Business number 3 is actually fish farming, right? Fish farming, this is one of the businesses that I'm seeing. It's maybe in the past 2 or 3 years, that's when people are actually waking up to do this kind of business. And that's why this is very rare. It's not even common, right? Just a few people are doing it. When I talk about being rare, go at the market. Come and tell me how many people are selling clothes. Go at the market. Come and tell me how many people right now are selling food. Okay? Are selling fruits. How many people are doing that? Right? How many people are selling groceries? A lot of them, right? But let me ask you, how many people are actually doing fish farming? A few, right? In your district right now, name at least 3 of them that are doing that. Of course, you find a few. Right now, as it stands, the lakes and the rivers right now in our country are running out of fish, right? If you go to Mpurungu, Lake Tanganyika used to produce a lot of kapenta, used to produce a lot of booger fish. But right now, what is happening, right? There's been a reduction. So if at all there is somewhere, someone is actually doing fish farming, then you come and suppress because there's a lot of population and people need to eat, right? The population is actually growing almost every day. So if you actually go into that industry, I promise you, you're not going to. Number 4 business is actually a vending machine. In case you don't know a vending machine, I'll put a picture there, you see it, right? Like the name implies, vending, right? So meaning that it is movable. You can actually put it anywhere. And the good part with this vending machine is that you don't actually need people to for customers and all that stuff. People are going to service themselves, right? With a vending machine, let me ask you again, how many have you seen? Have you even ever seen one before? If not 1, 0. That's a thing, right? So if you have some money right there that you're thinking about starting something, go and buy a vending machine. And there are some many other countries that are even advanced. Like in the vending machine, you'll find they put a lot of stuff there. There are cameras, there are watches, there are phones and snacks, food, whatever. You see? So you can actually, the good part with a vending machine, you can put it anywhere. Meaning that wherever you see traffic, you go and put it there. Okay. Let's say, okay, there is a football today, and people are watching football, Levi Mwanawasa Stadium or Ilos Stadium. You stand a chance to go there. Just get your vending machine, you put it somewhere, and people start buying from you, right? So that's the thing, guys. And the good part is that once you just put it there, go and start watching football, because for it to open, you need to put a coin there, and then it gives what you want, right? So a vending machine is also one of the layer businesses that you actually need to do for you to actually move up in your business. So right now, people are loving to travel, right? People are loving the luxury life. They love it so much, right? So why not use that for an opportunity, right? What you do, start a car lending company, okay? A car lending company, this is just where you have 1 or 2 cars, 3 cars, 5 cars. You actually lend them to people that cannot afford buying that type of vehicle. Then you just give them, you lend that vehicle to them, they give you money. So maybe it could be for a day, for 2 days, for 3 days, and 1 week, right? So right now, how many car renting companies do you know in Zambia right now? Or in your country, how many? You can even count them, right? So why not start that? And people think,
wow, if I have to start this one, I need to have a lot of vehicles. No. You can start with the 3 cars. You can start with 2 cars. You can start with 1 car, right? So you can actually do that. People are loving, you know, you may be driving your car and somebody loves it and they cannot afford it, but they want to use it on your wedding, on their wedding. They want to use it for travel. So why not lend that car to them so that at the end of the day, they give you something, right? So these are the business ideas that are so very rare, okay? And they have the ability of making you a millionaire, right? So if you like this video, subscribe, like, and share the video. This is the only way YouTube is going to know that this video was beneficial to you. Thank you so much for reaching to the end of this video. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.